Shannon, did the Hawks win it or did the 76ers blow this one?
Hawks won this one, Skip. You got to give them credit. And I love what Nate Mack did. He took Solomon Hill out. He inserted Walker into the starting lineup, and they had 5 guys in double figures. And Trae Young is one of these young guys. And this is what I like about the young players, Skip. They're finding ways that, you know what, I can contribute to my team winning if I do something other than score. A lot of time, a lot of players, they only see value if they score the basketball. It's kind of like what I see with football and receivers. They only see value to their team if they're catching passes and touchdowns. Them running a great route to get someone else open. Them doing a great block to make sure Derrick Henry or running back gets extra yards or a touchdown is also adding value. Trae Young says, you know what? I might shoot, what do you shoot? 9 of 24 from the field. Excuse me, 8 of 26. 8 of 26.
3 of 11 from 3.
But these assists. John Collins, I see you. Clint Capella on these lobs. Bogdanovich, Werder, Gallinari, 18 assists, 25 and 18. You can live with that. Skip, I really thought that the Hawks should have won the game by more because in the fourth quarter, they were 2 on 7 on open or wide open threes. I thought they were about to blow the game open. They had a 3-point lead, and Gallinari missed one, Bogdanovich missed one, Werder missed one. And the roof was about to come off the highlight factory. The State Farm, they was about to file a claim. Roof is off the building. What's Cliff Paul was about to come. Yeah, Cliff Paul was about to come take a look at this one. It's not about what you didn't do. It's about what they did do. And Max said it best. They executed. Down the stretch when they had to have buckets. Spotted y'all 14. Come here.
18.
Reel them in. Trae Young, reel them in. Got a big one. Oh, big 300-pound fish. Joel Embiid. Got another 6'10". Ben Simmons got him. They won this game, Skip. Stop trying to shortchange my Hawks. They won it.
I haven't even spoken.
Yeah, I want to hear nothing. Because you better get up here and spew like you ought to tell me. You spewing all over the desk. You about to spew. You about to spew some bullshit. Yeah. Bull, you know what about you, Joel Embiid.
I got it.
Because you know why, Skip? When he got 39, you ain't mentioned no knee. He had 40, you ain't mentioned no knee. His knee was hurting so bad last night, he had a playoff career high 21 rebounds. How he do that on one leg? I ain't never seen a one-leg man get a rebound. But that's what you about to get out here and do. Don't do that, Skip. Give my team credit. And I got a case, so I lost 6 cases last night because we had 1 case on the series.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I think you just spewed a whole lot of bull.
God, Skip, you saw it. You watched the game last night. You watched it.
I saw a very different game than you saw. Joel Embiid is a flat-out, unstoppable monster. This team, the Atlanta Hawks, as fun as they are, as game as they were last night, as just crazy, blow the top of the roof off as that place was, it was all about Joel Embiid. You're either going to stop him or he's going to stop himself. But you can't. They have no answer. Clint Capella, as you saw in the previous games, he cannot deal with Joel Embiid if he's right. And for whatever reason last night, he was not right. In fact, he needed Jake from State Farm to help him through his game. That's what he needed, was Joel Embiid. Okay, back to the issue at hand. Got a good source on this one. He has a small tear in his cartilage. And as you know about cartilage, it's just a little flap of cartilage. And it becomes a matter of pain tolerance and just sort of mental toughness because it's going to bite you occasionally because it's flapping around. And when the mechanism of your knee, it's going to get caught occasionally and it's going to bite you. And it's just going to jab you for a second. And you can kind of shake it off and, you know, you can... It'll go away.
Right.
It won't plague you. It will just irritate you and annoy you on occasion. But for whatever reason, Joel got it in his psyche last night that it was bad. And maybe he thought it was going for worse, like it was tearing more.
Right.
And remember, he got off to an okay start, but he still didn't look right. And then he's limpy-gimpy coming up the floor, and he's wincing. And then he signals to Elton Brand, his GM, and they go back in the locker room for an extended period of the first half. He's in the locker room. And he comes back out, and he's kind of like shrugging, saying, well, I guess I'll try it. And Shannon, in the second half, Joel Embiid, who I thought was the MVP, if he could have stayed, you got to stay upright, man. You got to play.
Yeah.
And your guy, Jokic, played all 72 games. And Embiid, right on cue, he didn't make it to the finish line. Well, last night he tried to finish, and he goes 0 for 12 in the second half, and he became actually a liability. But there's no way Doc can yank him.
Right.
Dwight Howard actually, he gives you all he's got. And if you see what he gave you, the Dwight Howard numbers are pretty good. He played 12 minutes, and he gave you 10 rebounds in 12 minutes.
Yeah, 7 and 12.
7 and 10. That's pretty good, right? So could you have muddled through and maybe won the second half after you had an 18-point lead in the second quarter?
Right.
Could you maybe? Maybe, but you're there because of Joel Embiid, and so you say we live and we die with Joel.
Well, Skip, he was not nearly aggressive because guess what they did? They cut the free throws that he normally attempt in half. He was 8 of 8 from the line, and normally, Skip, he's something 14 of 16, 14 of 18. So you took 10 points, basically you took 8 to 10 points off the board by keeping his big butt off the free throw line. But I thought they did a good job, Skip, of making him play in traffic without fouling him. Because if you remember, Skip, he was going to the line 16, 18 times in his first 3 games, and they kept his butt off the free throw line.
For whatever reason last night, on offense, he did not trust his knee to attack.
True.
He's drifting, he's dribbling, and winding up at the end of the clock with, well, I think I'll shoot a step back, fall away, whatever, 3 or long 2.
Well, Skip, he falls in love with that sometimes. He'll shoot the mid range, he'll shoot the 3, and that was the worst percentage of someone shooting in the last 25 years, the 0 for 12 in the second half.
Okay. So you say, how on a bad knee did he get 21 rebounds?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how. 19 of them were defensive rebounds. Guess what Atlanta shot from the floor?
They were terrible.
37 of 101. They got up 101 shots at State Farm. 101? Are you kidding me? That's 37% that they made. You know, LeBron and company, they'll make 50% of their shots.
And that was their third worst for shooting percentage from the floor this season. But guess what saved them, Skip? 101 possession, 4 turnovers.
Okay.
So that means
Trey was the leader of that.
And so that means they're at least getting shots up on the basket, Skip.
They just got shots up, and they tried to push the pace against a team that's slow.
Well, you told me Joel Embiid was laboring.
I know.
Well, yeah, I'm going to push the pace on his big butt.
But you can see if you make 37, 101, I can't do the math fast enough in my
36.
head. But no, but I mean you've missed what 65 shots.
Yeah.
Well, 65 times Joel Embiid at 7 feet tall has chances just to stand flat-footed and get defensive rebounds.
Yep.
And he wound up with 19, which led to 21 total rebounds.
Ben Simmons had 12, and Dwight Howard had 10.
Okay, I got it. But they're missing so much that they're giving themselves chances to make some, too. So what happens in the second half? Okay, obviously 0 for 12 happens, but if we could see what Joel Embiid did down the stretch, he just blew this game because let's start with 3:32 left if we could see it. This is the first turnover. They're up 1 at this point.
Oh, yeah, Warner took it from him. Give me that.
Took it right away from him. And then here he goes. Oh, you don't want to be doing that.
We can live with that. He
missed it bad. They're up 1 at that point. And then here we go again. Joel, don't do it. And
Rocky Capella.
That's just
Rocky
close to it. That was almost an air ball. And then this is the shot of shots.
The whole basket.
Okay, so Joel Embiid gets a fine feed for a right-handed layup. It's the easiest shot of his career because usually he's just going to dunk, right? And if we could see it one more time, he shoots it over the basket on the fly. He gets the fine feed, and he goes up and under and shoots it and doesn't even draw iron. It's nothing but plexiglass, right? Shoots it completely over the hoop. How can you do that?
I think he was playing for contact. He thought Clint Capella was going to foul him because that's what Capella would normally do, and Capella olayed him, and he didn't get the contact.
And if that goes in, they have a 1-point lead with 8 seconds left. Well, could they hang on? Maybe, because they're a really good defensive team.
They can't do no with Ice Trey. I mean, Ice Trey, give Philly credit now. They got 3 guys on the All-NBA team. They got Joel Embiid, they got Ben Simmons, and they got Thibault. So they're a very good defensive team, even though Danny Green is out. So they can, and Dwight Howard is a 3-time former league defensive player of the year. So they can play defense. And when you got those big guys, think about it. Trae Young, okay, we'll give Trae Young 6 feet. He's being guarded by 6'10", Ben Simmons the majority of the evening. And then they throw Thibault, who's what, 6'7", 6'8". So he's...
Who made all defense.
Thank you. So that's what he's up against. And he's finding ways. So you know what? I might not be efficient and score 35, but I can do other things. I can get Gallinari, I can get Bogdanovich, Werther, I can get them easier shot. Skip, that shot that he went to the basket and he went up under and he kicked it to John Collins in the short corner for that three, that was that was number three, but that was a very, very, very good play. And he's playing unbelievable. And guess what? We come back to the highlight factory. Now, hey, you better